The Supreme Court sides with a marijuana user who was barred from owning guns. I'll put a link to this article in the description for the video. The Supreme Court on Thursday unanimously limited the use of a gun law used to prosecute President Biden's son Hunter. The case, however, does not affect Hunter Biden, who was pardoned by his father. The case was brought by Ali Hamani, a Texas resident who admitted to FBI agents that he used pot several times a week at the same time he owned a legally purchased gun. He was soon indicted under the Federal Gun Control Act, which makes it a crime punishable by up to 15 years in prison for an individual to use illegal drugs and to have even a legally purchased gun. While it was the same law used to prosecute Hunter Biden, the Supreme Court's decision was sufficiently narrow that it may not insulate from prosecution those who, like Biden, use more serious drugs and own a gun. In explaining the decision, Justice Neil Gorsuch stressed that the ruling was extremely limited, in part because marijuana use has become so ubiquitous, widely accepted, and is now legal to one degree or another in 40 states. Eric Rubin, a law professor at Southern Methodist University, had a different take. I think the outcome of this case was based on the view that most Americans may hold, which is that weed is the new booze. It's an interesting decision, and I'd be interested to hear what your thoughts are. And I think that Justice Gorsuch made a good point. This only applies to marijuana. It doesn't mean to say that you can be using other types of drugs, right? Cocaine, heroin, other types of street drugs, legally possess a firearm and think that you're going to get away with it. So let me know what you think. Do you agree with the decision? Do you not agree with the decision? Obviously, you've got the Second Amendment right to own a firearm, and the states, 40 of them, have now legalized marijuana in one form or another. So, there's a bit of a clash here, right? Be interested to hear what you think about that. In the meantime, if you are a family out there and you've got a loved one who is really suffering because of things like marijuana use, kratom use, mental health issues, and you're tired of the chaos, you're tired of being sick and tired, you want a different outcome because you feel like you've reached the end of the road, we'd like to talk to you. Let's have a conversation about what options might be available to you. When it comes to marijuana use, one of the tools that we use to get somebody into recovery is the Marchman Act. And in the description for this video is a link to our brand new book all about the Marchman Act. And if you click on the link, you give us your name and your email address, and we'll send it to you for free. So please do so. If there's an issue going on in your family and I've not talked about that issue, let me know. I will make you a video. You just need to post in the comments. And if you like this content, please give us a thumbs up. Really helps with the Google algorithm. And if you want more of this content that I make every day, please subscribe to the channel. With that said, thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.